Yo, what is up, guys? I'm here today with a live reaction to Berserk episode 4. The greatness, the hype is real for this episode. Let's jump right into this. So, I'm still, on, like, with what happened last episode at the ending. What? I don't even know. This shit looks like some, evil demon shit. Casca? What? They're trying to burn Casca alive? Wait, did that really happen? Please tell me you're lying and that shit didn't really happen. Guts, did they really burn Casca alive? Cause that looks like a flashback type shit. Hopefully it's, what the Casca! So they really burned her alive? What the F? Talk about a way to start an episode. I can't. This is serious. Hey, but Puck made me laugh. Like, I'm trying to be serious and stuff, and then you just have like Puck doing some weird shit over there. Speaking about Pucks, let's talk about the Pucks of this anime season. That's a popular name, I guess, this year, right? Puck, because ReZero has a Puck. This anime has a Puck, so it's funny. I wonder if we'll see any more Pucks in anime. I doubt it though, because then I don't know. Actually, who knows? Like you see a lot of anime characters with similar names. Guts, I believe, is a first though. I've never seen another anime character named Guts. I don't know, because I never really watched that many animes, so I can't even judge off that. If I watched a lot of animes, I could have said I only watched up to like 100 in total right now, 100 plus. So I can't really say I haven't met any other anime character named Guts. There might be one out there, but this is my first, But I've seen a lot of Kogamis and stuff like that. This opening is so good. I don't know why, but it kind of reminds me of like the older anime types, like back in the day, with animes like that. I don't know why, it just gives me that feeling. I don't know if it's just me. Like, it gives me that feeling of when anime was great. Anime is still good now, don't get me wrong, but I don't know how to explain it. It just gives me that good feeling. Stop looking at the opening. What am I doing? I'm just chilling looking at the opening and shit. Like it doesn't have spoilers. Who's that? A little girl? Frostbite? You better get home? That's serious? Puck. Picture seeing some shit like that. I would capture him in a jar. Rickert! Oh snap! Rickert! Oh shit! We're gonna send the homie Rickert. Wait, I don't know if I pronounced his name wrong. Rickert, right? Rickert. Oh, so we're friends with her? Look! It's been a while? He was the only survivor from the band of Hawks, to be honest. Like, it was not the only, it was Guts, Casca, and him. And Griffith, of course, but So there were 4 survivors. Look at Kurt. What? Look, you could tell it's something bad. What's wrong? What happened to her? Yeah? So she did get burned, or is it... Oh, I think I know what happened. So it was trying to warn him something's gonna happen? And then what happened? She got lost or something? So you lost her. You lost an adult. But you know, as of right now, I kind of think like Casca's mindset, she's like a little kid. Because after what happened to her, what it did to her mental state, she doesn't know nothing. Yeah, you can't even act innocent. 2 years? Come on. That's a lot of time. Rickert was trying his best. So isn't that like the girl whose dad is like the swordsman? Like the dude who makes the swords, right? Who fixes Guts' sword? Yeah, look, see? Godo. He's gonna die? Oh, he's not, it's not a disease, it's just like his age, he's aging. That must suck, you know, like getting old and you can't do your stuff. And he still wants to see his sword. This dude's a good, you know, swordsman, like blacksmith. He's right. Basically, you're just gonna keep breaking your sword, and it's not gonna have meaning. Something like I feel like that's what he's trying to say. Like you're just gonna keep trying to fix your sword after fighting with all this hatred, going like a madman, acting crazy, and it's gonna be to a point where you don't have a sword at all. Exactly. What he went through was not normal at all. Like you can't, even if you told someone this shit, they wouldn't believe you. They will laugh in your face and embarrass you and humiliate you. No one has ever seen this. You left Casca and everyone, the last few people that lived. He's right. You know, I can agree with what the old dude is saying, because he's right. You know, he got us talking like, oh, I lost irreplaceable members, right? But as soon as he came back, he left for 2 years, leaving the very few irreplaceable members, you know? So he doesn't, like, I'm not saying that he doesn't have the right to talk about it. I know what Guts is doing is he's doing what he thinks is best and stuff. But I feel like, you know, he was right. You can't just bring it up like that and act like, you know, you're not doing nothing wrong. Hatred isn't good. See? But without my sword. Casca. Yeah, you shouldn't, you know, at a time like that, I feel like you shouldn't be alone. You should be with people you care about the most. Griffith. You know, guys, is it crazy that I don't hate Griffith? You know, I don't hate Griffith, but it's like he's not a good person. I know he's not a good person, but I can't hate him. I can't bring myself to hate him. Cause everything that occurred, you know, that happened to him and shit. I don't know, like for some reason I can't hate Griffith, but I know what he did was effed up, like messed up and shit. Look at that. He had some demonic dog next to him. That's exactly what I was saying. Oh, Corcus! The homie Corcus! Judah! What? He was there for you guys the whole time? Pippin, everyone. They were a family, and you know one thing that always gets me is one thing Guts said. He was like, how come he starts realizing something that's important to him when he loses it? He said that, and it was sad to think about it because it was like, all right, you're right. He didn't know like the Band of Hawk would be so important to him. He left them, and then when he came back, he realized how important they were to him, and then he lost them. You know, it was sad. And him leaving basically caused everything that occurred. So it's like, you see, if he had never left, he would have realized they were important and nothing would have ever happened like this. Uh-oh, the OST just got intense. We can't? We have to get her? She's just strangling Puck? I feel bad for Puck right now. She's just holding him and sleeping. Puck, I don't think you could do anything. You're too old? She isn't my real daughter. I thought she was his real daughter the whole time. You see what, you know, like helping people does? It made him into a decent person. This is what he loves. It's great to die doing something you love. Not saying he's gonna die right now, but you know what I'm trying to say? Like, he's doing something he loves and he's close to death. It's great to know that you died doing something you love. The beautiful sword. Thank you. You know, we should hang out. Guts and Recurt, like, they should hang out one time. Tower of Conviction. That's what he saw with Casca? That's what he saw with Casca. So the Tower of Conviction, right? That's where we have to go. I know there's a like a book for that, like a volume for that, like the Tower of Conviction. It sounds familiar. Definitely, bro. We're gonna come back. Don't worry about it. You stay safe. Yeah, they're never gonna see each other again. He's close to death. Exactly. You never get your way, even if you live or die. What? Wait, let's see who is this. I know who it is. Just by how they're dressed in their armor. Let me see who's leading them. Oh, of course, I knew it. It was them. Are they? I don't know if they're the only ones that wear this armor, but I just knew it was them because of the last few episodes we saw. Look, I'm happy I'm seeing her. You know I like her. She looks so savage, like, you know, she's gonna do something. Oh yeah, no. She can never forget about that. That could give you nightmares? It was real? Is she trying to not believe it? No, that shit was real. But I guess you can't blame her. I would probably do the same. Exactly. You know, what do you guys think you're doing? You wouldn't get killed for something like that, you know, just like these are knights. Don't say anything like that. You're trying to take him out? Wait, are they trying to take everyone else out or just the dude in the, you know... Yep, they're trying to take him out? Mosgus. His name is Mosgus? I think you guys shouldn't have did this. Oh, wait, that's who they want to kill? Wait... There was like 40 people in there. Mozgus-sama. I don't like this guy. I think he's evil. He's not like a god person. These guys are next, like, you know, level. Picture Guts had to fight them? That would be people. I don't know if Guts had to fight them. That would be so hard. He got so mad. How did the book do that? This is why I don't read, guys. Books can kill you. What the heck? Is she blushing? Was she blushing? So is this the person she looks up to? I thought she was blushing. Maybe I was seeing things. It looked like a little pink. Oh. They're smiling? Were they actually happy about that? What? What's wrong with these people? This dude's body is getting crushed up and shit, and they're smiling? Even Casca! Get off, Casca! Guts is gonna meet them? Guts is gonna meet them? They were all smiling? What? Casca doesn't know better? That's a bad way to end it. That's not fair. We just see Casca. So you know, I don't know what's gonna happen, but one thing that really got me is why were they all smiling or looked happy when the guy was getting tortured? Was it because this dude Mosgoose. I forgot how his name went. I'm trying, guys. But is it? I'll get better. I'll get better as much as we see his name more and stuff like that. But is it because he's such a godly person, like he's known to be one of God's people, and he's praised and stuff like that, and they're all religious and they agree with his ideologies and how he looks at things? That's why they were smiling. Cause now I'm kind of seeing it. Lady Farness was blushing and shit. So is this the dude she was talking about, in the past few episodes, like episode 2, that she looked up to, that she wanted, like the one that she looked up to? Is that him? I'm assuming it is him because I'm assuming it's him. And the fact that they were all blushing and smiling or whatever, it's just weird. Like, it's effed up. Like, how can you do that? I know there were some people there that were disgusted. They were like, ew, like, that wasn't their thing. But to see the rest of the people smiling and shit, like, that's kind of cold-hearted. It's messed up. And it shows you, like, this dude, Mosgoose or Moguz, whatever his name is, has a bunch of people with him that can help him, that believe what he's doing is right. So it could get scary later on. And to see that, Guts is after Casca, who's going to the... Oh no, that's a preview. Who's going to the Tower of Conviction to get Casca. And Casca, we see Casca in this episode, and she meets some stranger, and the stranger's helping her, trying to tell her, like, get away from here. Like, when the people were gonna get Casca because they thought she was one of them, they said, no, like, don't get Casca and shit. Like, she was like, don't get her, she's not one of them. And then you just see Casca, like, she's smiling, like, drool is coming out. You could just see, like, Casca needs help. She's not in the right state. Her mindset isn't right. You could just see that from how I feel bad because, you know, when you think about how Casca used to be, you know, when you watch the series and you know how Casca used to be, her character, and then she turns out like this, it's actually sickening because it makes you feel so bad. Like, she didn't deserve this at all. She was a good person, and, you know, she looked up to Griffith, and the person who does her the most cruelest was Griffith, the person she looked up to, and she turned out like this. It's actually sad, and, you know, it sickens me to see that at times, to see Casca the way she is now. I don't even know. Like, I don't think you can cure something like this, because look, I feel like with this, it's like at a time when the time comes, that's when everything will be okay for you. Like, you'll get your memories back and everything, and you'll be back to normal. But then again, I don't know, is this like a permanent thing? Maybe we have to kill Griffith and she'll be back to normal or some shit like that. You know, to see what happened to her, it's sad. And, you know, with Guts and how there's 3 people in the Band of Hawks that survived. That's Rickard, Guts, and Casca. And Griffith, if you were to count him. Griffith would be the 4th, right? But Griffith is our enemy now, so we don't count Griffith. But as in good people, it's Casca, Guts, and Rickard. And right when this happens, Guts leaves these 2 for 2 years and goes to, you know, with hatred to fight and stuff like that. You know, he just leaves filled with hatred to fight and get vengeance, and he wants to look for Griffith, who betrayed him. And, you know, to be honest with you, when Guts was trying to say he lost irreplaceable Nakamas and friends and shit, you can't even agree with what he was saying, because it's like, you left the only 2 people who survived of your irreplaceable friends for 2 years. And, you know, not that I mad or hate Guts for it, but I'm just saying, you know, he doesn't have the right to speak like that, because come on, like, you left them, you don't have the right. And you can see he noticed it towards this episode, and that thing he saw with Casca going to be burned, so that was like that was foreshadowing, and it also, you know, made him realize to go to the Tower of Conviction. So that's good on our hands. At least now we know where Casca is and what's gonna happen. They're gonna try to burn her so we can save her. That's a good thing. So it was just foreshadowing us what's going to happen in the future, and now it shows you the next path or the next journey Guts is going to. And we're gonna meet Lady Farnese again, because look at it like this. She's going here, and we're going, Guts is going. So I wonder how she's gonna react, how things are gonna go, because she hates Guts as of right now. Overall, I'm loving the series. Everything's going well. You know, to see this episode, how those guys, those torturers dudes just came up, pew, pew, taking people's eyes out and shit, and then crushing their legs, and everyone was just smiling. That was the freakiest thing so far to see. That was the freakiest thing. And, you know, when you had Guts in the room and shit, and he was like, he could see the friends, like, hallucinations, there was like some weird monster dog with him. I don't know if that has something to do with the future, like that's gonna have a much more meaning in the future. Maybe, for example, it's another side of Guts. Who knows? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe it's like some other side of Guts, his hatred or some shit like that represents his hatred. And those, you know, when it shows his friends and shit, and they were all talking and you trying to make him feel bad, it was just crazy. Because, you know, really, we all know Guts tried to save them. Guts tried his best. He tried to save Griffith and everything, and then everything just turned out bad. Seeing the whole Band of Hawk die, you know, during the time it occurred, it was one of the worst things to see, because it was like, wow, it was too gruesome. You had them, they were happy, they were trying to help Griffith, and as soon as Griffith came, even though he was injured and shit, they were upset, but they knew they still wanted to stay by his side. And next you know, he kills them to gain power, to gain his own kingdom. And it's crazy, but, you know, like I said, people can betray you anytime. Thank you for watching. I'm kind of, you know, hooked on right now. I want to watch the next week's episode, and I'm kind of curious. I wonder how many episodes this anime is gonna have. Like 25, like the first season had. Not the first season, because it, you know, not the first season, but, you know, like what the original series had, 25 episodes, I wonder. Thank you for watching, guys. If you made it to the end, you're awesome. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace out.